Back again. All right, now, new year, new me. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Corey. I'm an art director, graphic designer based in Atlanta. And what I also will tell you I am is a goal getter, okay? I say it and I do it. And today we're going to talk about my preferred method of goal setting, and that is 12-week year. If you don't know what 12-week year is, it's based on a book by Brian Moran, which I do suggest you get and read, or at least do your own research and look at the Spark Notes. But the book details a system where you're essentially creating 12-week cycles of execution based on very specific, measurable, and realistic goals. The system is designed to help you lower your expectations, increase your success rate, and so on. I myself have been doing 12-week year for I don't know how long, but I've done a few. Some were successful, some were a failure, okay? I do have other videos on this channel where I have walked through my plans and my goals through this system, and I'll link them up here and down below. But when I first started doing this, I created a template on Notion in order to track it. And a lot of my subscribers on here and my followers on my other platforms have used that simple little template, and it worked for me for quite some time. But after having done 12-week year a couple more times, I realized the types of things I needed in order to be successful. Because lately, I have been stressed. You see that? I know you see it. We don't got to talk about it. So today, I'm happy to say I do have a brand new template, and it is still free and available to you all. I will also have that link down below, and you will see me walk through it in this video, so you'll know exactly how to use it. Now, I just finished setting mine up and determining my goals for the next 12 weeks. I'm really excited to get started, so I'm more than happy to walk you through them. Without further ado, here is my 12-week year. So this is the template we're working with. I know, she's super cute, super fun. Your template will look exactly like this. You will obviously have different things to fill out, such as your dates and your goals and all that stuff. And I actually go through the template later so that you know how to use it. But the first thing I want to say is that your goals should follow a SMART goal method. So they should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant / realistic, and time bound. They already are time bound because our year is only 12 weeks long, as the title suggests. However, make sure they are specific and make sure they're measurable. That being said, my 3 goals are those things, but they all have a greater purpose or a greater idea behind them. So my first goal is debt zero. I, as someone who is only a year into being self-employed, had to get used to not getting paid every Friday like I have been for the past 10 years. And yes, I used to get paid every single Friday. I know. Blessed and lucky. But since that is no longer, it's very much feast or famine over here, right? So as a result of that, and as a result of me getting used to that, I racked up quite a bit of coin on one of my credit cards. Now, it is something that I could pay off immediately, but because, again, feast or famine, I'm going to do it in my 12 weeks. I'm going to do it slow and steady. The big idea behind that goal, though, is increasing my income. I want to increase the money coming in so that I can increase the money that I put out towards that payment and paying that down. That being said, the second goal I have is 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I don't know where I'm at right now in this moment, but it ain't nowhere near 10,000, okay? This one could be a little ambitious, and I said this the last time I set a subscriber goal on a 12-week year, so I'm just not even gonna say that anymore. But the great idea or the big idea behind this goal is creating a consistent habit when it comes to creating content. Content is a big part of marketing for me. As someone who's self-employed, I get a lot of clients through the internet and through social media. And so the 10K subscribers is a specific goal, but in reaching that goal, it'll help me maintain that habit and, create a consistent schedule and all that good stuff. My third goal here is to run 50 miles. That ain't nothing. 50 miles don't really look like nothing on the screen, but I don't run anymore. So we're going to get back into running, and the big idea behind that is creating a consistent fitness habit or lifestyle rather. And so underneath these goals, we have tactics that are going to help us reach them, right? And so I've listed my tactics down below. Here is my first week, and this is what my breakdown looks like week by week throughout this 12-week system. So for my first goal, getting my credit card debt down to zero, we're going to edit and review a zero-based budget weekly. And then the larger tactic is to increase the cash flow, right? Like I said. So to do that, I'm going to update my resume and website within week 1. I'm going to post 1 expertise TikTok per week. So when I say expertise TikTok, I'm referring to the value-based content, basically. Anytime I get on camera and I talk about what I know about, and it leads people back to wanting to work with me or back to my website or asking for like how much I charge, all those things, that's an expertise. That's high converting content for me. I'm going to pitch 3 brands a week, whether that is for brand partnerships as a creator or pitching to do business, branding, all that stuff with these companies. So obviously if that's successful, that'll get me more contracts, more clients, whatever. I'm going to post 1 design video per week on YouTube. Those are also high converting for me, and it's also what a lot of people are subscribed to me for, and they are quite a heavier lift for me, but I can commit to sitting down. I mean, I design all the time, so I can commit to turning the camera on 1 time a week, I'm sure. This is a goal, though. This is a tactic. So if I don't, we just got to do it. We just got to get it done. And stay home all week. That's funny, haha. But if I stay home, I don't spend money, and therefore, you know, again, increasing the output that I put back into that credit card debt. Now, I will go through the daily check-in for this goal. So basically, the daily check-in is a breakdown of what I will do every day throughout each week in order to hit those tactics, or try to hit those tactics. One thing I will say is that I likely will not do everything every day, every week. These are all aspirational, but the more that I do and the higher that my score is each week, and I'll get to that in a second, the more likely you are to reach the goals. So once a week throughout the 12 weeks, I will come in here and plan out my week so that I can see what is realistic for me to get done on what day. So for Monday in my first week, I'll be pitching the 3 brands. I'll update my resume, and I will create an outline for my website. Tuesday, I will film a design video, and that says video number 2, but we'll get to that in the second goal. So I'll film a design video. I'll plan the expertise video that I plan to post on TikTok, and then I will also build a brand guide for my brand so that it's easier for me to then go ahead and update the website if I have all of my brand information in one place. I don't have that. I do it all day for my clients, and I don't have one myself. Listen. Wednesday, I will film, edit, and post that TikTok. Short number 2, we'll get to that later as well. I will edit the half of the design video that I shot the day before. Thursday, I'm editing the other half of the design video, and I'm scheduling that to be posted on Sunday. I'm going to build case studies for my website. Friday, I will be working on the website. Saturday, again, finishing the website. And then Sunday, we'll test it, we'll review the budget, and we'll make sure that my video went live. Now, all of these things are built in here based on what my schedule is for this particular week. I know that I have to do client work on this day, and this day. I've allotted that time, so now I'm filling in every other space where I can. Now, a lot of this stuff will also seem like, damn, Corey, you're doing a lot. But I would like to have you keep in mind that, one, the content stuff like videos, editing, all that stuff is really, really important to me in order to make money. That's number 1. And 2, my content is largely based on lifestyle and what I do for work and stuff like that. So a lot of it is multitasking. If I'm saying I'm filming, I'm likely filming the work that I'm doing. So I'm doing 2 things at once, if that makes sense. I wanted to express that because if you look at this and you're like, okay, I need to have this many tactics and this many things on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, don't do that. You have to do it based on your workload, what you got going on, like how your day-to-day flows and all that stuff. You have to really, really be realistic in order to be successful, and manage your expectations as well. Speaking of content, going into goal 2 with the 10K subscribers on YouTube, my tactics are to upload twice a week. This is something that I have done for I think the entire first 6 months of this year. I have uploaded twice a week, and then things got crazy in the past couple months. So I haven't been doing so. But the first 6 months, it was a piece of cake. And I think what helped a lot is that upload twice a week was one of the tactics on my first 12-week year that I talked about on this channel. So that being said, I will be going back to that. I will upload twice a week. I'm going to be uploading 4 shorts a week. Shorts really help grow my audience, or like help me get more eyes on my page, so on my channel. So I will be doing that. I'll be posting 2 pins per upload. I'm going to get into Pinterest. That's one of the things that I want to do in the near future. So we're just going to experiment, and I'm like, why not try it with this? Okay. And then we want to review and update our content calendar weekly. So you kind of get the gist, same things. Monday, I will be reviewing the video number 1 for the week and scheduling it to be posted on Thursday. Video number 1, I should have, if this is next week, that video should be edited this week. You know what I'm saying? I should always be editing something this week to be posted next Thursday. I hope that makes sense. So that's why that says that. I have in here the days that I want to vlog on my phone in order to be prepared to post shorts and TikToks. I have the times where I want to edit some of those things. I have the day I want to review and update my content calendar, which will be on Friday. Saturday, I'm doing nothing for this goal, thank the Lord. And then Sunday, I'll be posting the 2 pins that I created earlier this week somewhere. And that was on Thursday. I created 2 pins, and then Sunday, I'll post them. So you get the gist of the breakdown, the step-by-step, and all that stuff. Going on into my third goal, which is to run 50 miles. The tactics will be to walk daily with Mozzie, my dog, 20 to 30 minutes a day, which she deserves, and he should be getting that regardless. I will be going to the gym 4 times a week at minimum. I will be running/walking 1 to 2 miles each workout. Eventually, it should be a run, but we're getting into it. We're getting back into it, right? So we're being realistic. I'm going to track everything on Nike Run Club, of course. I'm going to drink a gallon of water daily, attempt to drink a gallon daily. And I'm going to eat well 5 times a day, 3 full meals, 2 snacks. That's how I just got to keep my body fueled. If I want to run, my body better run properly. My daily check-ins for these are basically all repeats because it is physical activity. I should be able to do the same things every day, and it is 4 times a week or 4 to 5 times a week. So I'll be walking the 20 minutes, the gym, eating good, and drinking my water. It basically says that every day. Some days it says 20 minutes, some days it says 30 minutes, so on. Now, going into the weekly score, at the bottom of each goal, there is a section to put a score. That score is comprised of whether or not I completed all these things. So every week I'll come in and look in the weekly check-in section and see, did I update my resume? I did. Did I update my website? I did. And then we'll calculate that and come up with the score. The score system, I think you can just choose whatever score system you want. I'm doing it out of 100 as suggested. And so I would check these off and then, do the math somehow. Each weekly check-in section is made up of the tactics, basically. So they're just repeated down here so that I'm able to review them every single week and see how well I did. So this is what the template will look like for you. Again, it's linked down below. I have brief instructions here, but the gist is basically you are able to change any of these images here. If you don't like what I got going on, feel free. I do suggest using pictures that are relevant to whatever your goal is so that you're looking at it constantly, kind of like vision board style or whatever. You will need to fill out these dates, your goals, obviously. And then same thing I did, you have your tactics. It basically says what you have to put down here, your tasks, any notes you want to include per task, things like that. Your weekly check-in is available for you to fill in, and then your score will be blank, of course, for you. Now, every time you click this Add New Week button, a new week will be added. You can then fold up week 1 and fill in week 2. Get me? That being said, if you have things in week 1 that you want consistent, let's say you want your tactics to repeat exactly as is, which you likely do because they would be the same every single week. Or let's say you want your weekly check-in to be the same. Or let's say you know that your goal 3 will have the same weekly schedule every single time. All you have to do is click on this gear next to the button and fill those things out in here. And whatever you fill out inside of here, you hit done. Once you add new week, it'll fill it out the same way you filled it out inside that box. That's all I have for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I am very confident that you will have an easy time filling this out. I love simple stuff, so I try to keep it as simple as possible while still being a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Efficient for the purpose of the 12-week year. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. I am looking forward to seeing what you all got going on. Also, if you watched to this point, let me know what some of your goals might be for a 12-week year that you have coming up. As a reminder, you do not have to start on January 1st. I might not. I know it says I will. I probably might push it back a week. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. But don't worry about the calendar year. Don't feel any pressure. Just do what you do, and hopefully this helps you out in the process. Again, talk to me down below. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.